Tailgating, also known as piggybacking, is a physical security breach where an unauthorized person follows an authorized individual into a restricted area, bypassing locks, badge readers, and even guards. While it may seem like a small courtesy, holding the door open for someone, it can result in serious security incidents. Opening doors for strangers can lead to theft, data breaches, or even physical harm. According to recent reports, about 8% of all security breaches involve physical access, with tailgating being a common tactic. The average cost of such a breach is around $4.1 million. Tailgating poses a significant risk to company property, equipment, data, and personal safety. Attackers often exploit basic human behavior, our natural politeness and tendency to avoid awkward confrontation. Employees frequently assume someone walking behind them belongs, especially if the person appears confident, looks like a contractor, or carries something that fits the setting. There are many common tailgating scenarios. One involves an attacker impersonating a delivery driver, maintenance worker, or visitor. Someone who carries packages, wears a uniform, and asks for the door to be held open. Another method is the classic forgotten badge excuse, where the person claims they've misplaced their ID and uses casual conversation as a distraction to slip through. During busy times, like shift changes, an attacker might simply blend into a crowd and push through behind legitimate employees. Some attackers have even joined scheduled group tours or large meetings and later separated from the group to enter restricted areas unnoticed. And, in some cases, attackers use distraction techniques, initiating small talk, pretending to stumble, or asking for help to disarm someone long enough to gain access. Real-world incidents demonstrate how dangerous tailgating can be. In August 2024, a man in Munich boarded 2 separate flights without tickets by tailgating passengers through automated boarding gates. In December 2024, a group of banned diplomats joined a guided UK Parliament tour and managed to enter a private lord's area before they were intercepted by security. In corporate environments, tailgating has enabled attackers to access research labs, steal prototypes, and view sensitive data. One hospital reported a breach where a stranger followed staff into a restricted patient records room, resulting in a serious privacy violation. Even during controlled penetration tests, security consultants have successfully entered high-security zones by pretending to be food vendors or contractors, often carrying coffee or lunch trays that prompt employees to hold the door open. To prevent tailgating, organizations must implement strong physical security practices. First, enforce ID policies. Require all employees and visitors to visibly display their badges and ensure staff understand they should never hold doors open for someone without a visible, verified ID. If someone lacks proper credentials, staff should politely refuse access and direct them to the front desk or security. Second, implement one-at-a-time entry procedures. Use speed gates, turnstiles, or interlocking vestibules, also called mantraps, that physically prevent more than one person from entering on a single badge swipe. Visitor management is equally critical. Guests should be signed in, issued temporary badges, and escorted at all times. Physical barriers such as locked doors, access-controlled cages, and segmented zones help contain intruders even if they breach one layer of security. Regular staff training is essential. Employees should be trained to recognize social engineering tactics and reminded frequently not to prop open doors or let others in without verifying access. Lastly, encourage a strong reporting culture. Employees should feel safe and encouraged to report suspicious activity, including unknown individuals seen in secure areas. Technical and procedural controls further strengthen defenses. Turnstiles and anti-tailgating sensors can detect and prevent more than one person from passing through on a single scan. Optical turnstiles equipped with infrared beams or motion detectors can raise alerts when tailgating occurs. All access points should require individual badge scans or biometric verification. Badge sharing or lending should be strictly prohibited, and every entry must be logged with assigned user data. Consider adding door alarms or mantrap systems, where one door must close before the next opens to slow down and isolate unauthorized access attempts. Surveillance cameras should be installed at all entry points and monitored in real time or reviewed regularly. Trained security personnel at strategic locations can serve as a deterrent and offer an additional layer of verification. Finally, review access logs routinely to identify irregularities, such as a badge being used in 2 places in a short period, or an unescorted visitor entering a high-security area. The key takeaway is this: tailgating is not just a security flaw, it's a cultural vulnerability. It relies on a small moment of hesitation, a split-second decision to be polite rather than cautious. That's why tailgating awareness must be baked into the company culture. Employees should always use their own credentials and close doors securely behind them. If someone is following too closely, they should stop, let the door shut, and invite the person to badge in properly. Don't assume someone belongs. If it feels off, it probably is, and reporting it may prevent a costly incident. Ultimately, physical security is everyone's responsibility. Small actions, like enforcing access controls and being willing to challenge strangers, can go a long way in keeping the workplace safe. Tailgating might seem harmless, but it opens the door to major consequences. Staying alert, supporting one another, and reinforcing a culture of accountability are the most effective ways to shut it down.